Hello again, everyone. A bit behind the times today. It's getting quite late, and I have actually driven to Bath and back to pick up our grandson, who's staying for a few days. He's going to be playing golf tomorrow with some friends of mine. He's really madly keen on golf at the moment. No, he's not. Not tomorrow. That's Thursday. Tomorrow he's going to watch cricket with his grandpops. Thursday he's going to play golf, and Friday I take him back home again. Oh my goodness, how busy. Anyway, I did make a quick card when I got back from Bath, and it's this one, and I didn't bother making a video of making this because it's kind of simplicity itself. A friend asked for a birthday card for her friend who will be spending it in New York, and I knew I had these stamps from Tim Holtz with various capitals. We've got Sydney, New York, Paris, London and Rome. So I just thought I would stamp it. However, when I looked at it, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think I've used these before, in fact. And I did stamp it in my stamp platform. But the Statue of Liberty here, there's hardly anything around it. It's kind of a lot of gap. And when I stamped it, it looked like she had no body at all. So I just got a fine liner and did a few little twiddly lines in, because I thought I'd stamped it several times and made sure it was well inked, and it still was kind of missing. So that was a bit of cheating. And I just mounted it with, a bit of twinkly black card, and I was quite pleased, but I didn't think it was worthwhile making a video of that. Did this on the computer. Took my die to the computer to make sure it was in the right place. So that was that. The one I want to do today is I found this little set of dice in my box, and I have no recollection of what they are, where they came from, if somebody gave them to me, or if I bought them in a charity. I've got no idea where they came from. So I thought I'd just cut them out and have a go. And it looks to me like we've got a background of toadstools and an overlay of toadstools. So I think the back will probably be white, because that'll make nice white spots if I do red caps or something on these, and mushroomy coloured stems. And there's a little bit of grass here for the bottom, so I do need to find a bit of a marker for those. So I thought I'd just colour these top bits in, and I'm going to do them all red. I don't know if, they're supposed to be red, but they're going to be red for me. So I've got a couple of reds out. I've got R2 and R8. So let's just do a little bit of the 8 first. So if we, it's the wrong end. Wasn't thinking. So if I just do down the left-hand side and underneath. Left-hand side-ish. These actually stayed in the die, or some stayed stuck into my magic mat. So a bit more if they'd stayed in the paper, they would have been a bit easier to cut out, probably. If you want to anchor them down, what you can do is the piece of card that they've been cut from, put a piece of Rotac tape on the back and just pop them back into their positions so that they sort of stay a bit more still while you colour. So done it again. Let's do this then. There's quite a difference between these two colours, but I do like the blend when they do eventually blend. Make a nice mixture. Just need to get rid of a bit of the edge of the darker colour, and the lighter one will do that. Should be really quick, this. I've got a small card, which is the front of it is a quarter of a sheet of A4, and it's tent folded, so I cut down the length and folded it across the top. So these are the stalks, I believe. How many stalks have we got? 1, 2, 3. I don't know what all these little bits are. I'm a bit of a loss, really, to know. There's a stalk there. That would do for that one. A stalk there. And a stalk there. Perhaps there needs to be a stalk here. And maybe there. I don't know. I say I haven't actually done these before, so I don't really know. If that goes on there, that bottom bit will probably be the sort of gill colour, won't it? Do you know what I mean? So let me put a bit of this just in that bottom bit. I don't really know. Because this, I think, was going to be... I'll do some of these because I don't know what these are for. I cut these out on a piece that wasn't quite wide enough, so I did it in 2 bits. So I may have duplicates of some pieces, if you know what I mean. I don't know. None of the others have got that little gap. So, okay, there. I think that's all covered. The grass. Let's just do the grass. That's not very grassy coloured, is it? Let's put some of this deeper one on again. That'll do. Right. Now to stick on. Not sure of the order. Perhaps I'll do some of this. Just use my baster. Right. There we go. Here's the grass, but there's that bit of white. I think I'm just going to do a bit of this, bit of shading. The circles were a little bit stark, so I've just put some glue on this and we'll shove the grass on, and then I'll do a little bit of shaping. There we go. I don't know about that bit there, this bit. Let's try doing a bit of shaping of these. That's not quite stuck down. I wonder if I could do with a little chap. I've not used any of the little trolley sort of people that are from Craft Addiction. Let me just have a look at and see what they are. Here are the little chaps. Let's have one of these little chaps. Let's have this chap here. He's a sweetie, isn't he? Right, what shall we do with him? I haven't cut these out before, so I'm not really sure how he works. Don't know if they actually go. Well, let's just see. If I colour his hat, just trying to think how to cut them out. I want the beard out. Let me just start doing a bit of chip cutting and seeing where we go. I often like to do this once they've been coloured. don't know if I'll get the heart out or not, actually. Let's try and get the beard. These are just embossed. They're not actually cut, but easy enough to follow with your scissors. Okay, so there's his beard. We could do with a nose from somewhere else. If I did the nose from there and put it on top of this one, I need another one cut, don't I? Let's just cut another one. Right, what shall we do with him? I haven't cut these out before, so I'm not really sure how he works. Don't know if they actually go. Well, let's just see. If I colour his hat, just trying to think how to cut them out. I want the beard out. Let me just start doing a bit of chip cutting and seeing where we go. I often like to do this once they've been coloured. I don't know if I'll get the heart out or not, actually. Let's try and get the beard. These are just embossed. They're not actually cut. So there's his beard. We could do with a nose from somewhere else. If I did the nose from there and put it on top of this one, I need another one cut, don't I? Let's just cut another one. If that is the base, that will go on there. That will go on there. And we need a heart cut out and a nose cut out, I think, really. So let's just do let's do a nose. Oh, it's too dark. It's too light for it. That'll do nicely. So his nose there. Cut that out in a minute. And we can have a red hat with a white heart. So let's do his hat red. Cut the heart out of this one. There we go. I do want the nose out though. With that on there. Just shade this a little bit. Just colour his his trousers and his shoes, and then we'll be fine. Let's just stick his nose on. There we go. We got there. Found a sentiment I think will be quite fun. Just says, "Hey there." This is Paper Smooches, I think. I think they are no more as well. Such a shame, these companies disappearing. Anyway, let's try it. Don't think it's been used before. Some have. You can see the ones that have been used before. So we'll try it on this little piece of offcut. Not quite good enough. I'll do it again. Not bad for a first go, though, I don't suppose. If it doesn't work properly, I'll put it in my stamp platform. I think that's fine. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I'll just cut that out on a trimmer. Okay. Prefer the trimmer to a guillotine, in fact, because you get more of a rounded over edge with this than you do with a guillotine, I think. There we go. Hey there. I think that's quite nice. Really clean and simple. So, for a quick card, it took a bit of a long time to work out what I was doing, but pop that onto foam tape, and I think we'll be in business. Hey there. I think put him on a bit of foam tape too, straight down the middle. Tiny bit on that little diddy toadstool. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Took a long time. Because we've got foam tape on the front, I'm not putting foam tape on this panel. The panel itself will give a little shadow, so we should look okay. Make sure the card's opening in the correct orientation. and away we go. So there we are. Fun little card with some toadstools that I found in my stash. And I don't know where they came from. So it was a bit of fun. And he's quite a little cutie, isn't he, really? A little bit more trouble to cut out, but I think he worked out well in the end. So thanks for joining me, and do come and see me very soon.